Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with my hashtag teamprojectpan update. So I have 4 empties from last month and 1 empty that I forgot to show the month in last month's update. Let me do that real quick. I actually forgot to show this last month. It is the Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy perfume. I didn't have a lot left when I had last shown this. And I actually had already added in the next perfume, and that's why I forgot. But I wanted to show it to you real quick and tell you the last weights. The last time it was in, it weighed 101.3 grams, and it now weighs 100.0. But now let's get into the exciting ones, because these are ones you haven't seen before, including, I was not expecting to finish this up last month. I really wasn't. But like, you can look at it. I finished this motherfucker. I scraped it and everything. My scraper will not get that last little bit out, and it's not enough for a usage anyway. I don't know what happened last month, because I mean, you see that like huge jump in progress, right? Now, this was the only primer that I used, along with, you know, a blurring primer. But I still was not expecting that. Like, so unexpected that I don't have a proper thing to put in. I have something I'm putting in, but I will explain it. But this is the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I love this primer. I have 2 of the travel sizes, like the ones you can buy. So I don't need to repurchase this right away, but I would at some point. Now, if you are familiar with my 5 by Fall, you know that this is what I'm panning in that. And what my goal technically was to finish the Becca technically in August, so that by the time I did the September update, I could put this in here and be like, I know I'm not gonna finish it anyway, which I'm not gonna finish it for 5 by Fall. But I would feel a little less dumb putting it in, I guess. But this is my Cover FX blurring primer. I haven't even marked this, like I just weighed it, but we are currently, and I'm gonna mark it on this side so that the marks don't get messed up. We are currently right there, and I have weighed this. It currently weighs 28.8 grams. Now there is 30 grams of actual product in here. Why is my phone suddenly going insane? Of course, it was actually nothing important. I just had like 3 notifications pop up at the same time, but I got concerned, okay? But what was I saying? There's only 30 grams of product in here, and I mean, I've gone through most of it this year. I knew this was something that was going to take me all year to pan, because you only need a little bit of this at a time. So it's going in a month earlier than I intended, but this is what I'm going to be panning for the rest of the year, primer-wise. I'm not mad by any means that I finished the Becca primer, because, you know, I wanted to finish it this year. It was getting a little on the old side, and I wanted to make sure I got my money's worth and everything. I was just surprised. Next, for an empty, this one doesn't surprise me. It is, wrong end. It is the Miraness Triangular Waterproof Crayon and Styler. No, I read the wrong part. This is the Miraness 3D Multi-Shade Brow Express. I had to actually force it to click. I mean, there is a hair that I could probably use for one more application, but I have to like actually melt this a little to make it usable, because it's very, very dried out. I just wanted to make sure I got my friend's money's worth, because a friend of mine sent this to me. So I feel like I have done that. Now what I am putting in its place is another like triangular brow thing, because I don't like these. I like micro pencils. But this one is still nice and creamy, at least, but I'm not very good at using these in my brows. My brows come out blocky when I use them, honestly. So this is the Mellow Brow Definer from Mellow Cosmetics. Here is what we have. And like I said, it's nice and creamy. It's definitely usable. This one's probably going to take me a little bit longer because, you know, because it is still good and not dried out. It's not breaking off like the Miraness one was. If this lasts me the rest of the year, well, I would admittedly be annoyed, because I just don't like using this type of brow pencil. But I wouldn't mind, because I have used, let me look. This is my 4th brow pencil in this project, and I have used up 5 brow pencils this year, so I've definitely put a hurtin' on my brow pencil stash, which is good because it needed to go down a bit. My next empty is the NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. If I can get it open. Actually, one day I went in and scraped out everything that I could and put it into a little pot so that I could actually see how much I had left. And I didn't have a lot, so I wasn't really cheating or anything like that. Last time this weighed 8.4 grams and I was weighing it with the stopper because I took the stopper out because you have to with these things. And now with the stopper it weighs now 7.9 grams, so it's done. And I'm going to go back because I had this in here earlier in the year, but I was making no progress on it. So I wanted to make sure that I finished a primer this year. I'm going back to the matte paint pot in soft ochre. That's because the weight on this barely changes from month to month. It was brand new when I started using it, so I'm not surprised that it's a bit on the draggy side. Not draggy as in like not creamy, it's very creamy. Last time it was in here, it was 54.6 grams. Now, 4 months later, it is 54.3 because I have been using it. I don't know why it suddenly jumped like 3 grams, but it did. Go figure. And my last empty, I'm very glad about this because I really didn't like it, is the Ulta Nourish Luxe Smooth Exfoliating Body Scrub in Coconut and Almond Milk. It did smell very nice, but it left like a film in my bathtub, so it was kind of a pain in the ass to use up. Now, last time it weighed 220.1 grams, just the packaging weighs 61.7 because I actually got a move on it because I was like, I need this to be gone. And this time, instead of a body scrub, we are putting in a body conditioner. This is the Kiwi Botanicals Rinse Away Dry Skin Nourishing Body Conditioner. I don't absolutely love the scent of this, but I love the product. It's a, you put it on and then rinse it off and it's, you know, good for your skin. Yeah, it's very natural smelling, so I don't love the scent, but I love the product. Because I was looking for something to replace the Nivea in shower body lotion, and I think this does the trick. So right now it weighs 291.0 grams, and it's probably going to be in here for the rest of the year. And now for everything else. I feel like I've already been talking forever. I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation. Last time it weighed 84.2 grams. This time it weighs 79.3. Here are my marks. I used up a mini foundation last month, so it's a little bit less than last time. However, I still think that I could finish this by next update, so I'm not worried about it. I go through foundation pretty fast because I take it like all the way down because I'm very pale, so if there's even a slight color discrepancy, it will be very obvious on me. So I can't play with that. Next is apparently the Unloved Child of my collection because I forget to use it. It's not technically unloved. I do really like the product. It's just I forget to use it. It's the Hard Candy Color Correct Expert Cream in the peachy color. Last time it weighed 12.5 grams. This time it weighs 12.4. I don't think I will ever finish this, honestly. Like, it's still got plenty of product. I mean, it's still got so much product that this is actually a default in the packaging. When I shut it, it leaks a little bit. So it's one of 2 color correctors I have. The other one I got in a box after I had bought that one. So I don't need any more. I have a little bit of discoloration like right here, but I really don't have a lot. So it's not like I horribly need it anyway. Next is my powder. This is the Pretty Vulgar, what are you called? The Powder Room Matte About It Translucent Setting Powder. Now, I'm going to take the stopper out because that is how I've been using it for the past month. Because there's not a lot of product left, but I have to weigh it with the stopper, so I put it back in. Actually, I weigh it with the stopper and the little powder puff that it came with. But as you can see, hopefully, there's very little product left. So this will be done, and then I can start on a powder that I added to a different project pan that I haven't been able to start on yet. So I will probably not add something to replace that right away. Next is this, the Ofra Makeup Mixer Setting Spray. Here are my marks. I did use more than last time, but admittedly, I don't really like this, so I don't love using it, unfortunately. So I'm probably gonna have this for a couple of months, and normally I burn through setting sprays, so it's very strange, especially since that is a mini. Last time it weighed 63.8 grams. This time it weighs 48.7, which is a much better jump since last time. I'm also admittedly not wearing as much makeup as I used to. It's the same story with everybody. So I'm not that surprised that it's lasting longer than I'm used to. I forgot to weigh this. Of course I did. Up next is my MAC Extra Dimension Bronzer in Aphrodite Shell, and if you saw on my Instagram the other day, I hit pan on this finally. I'm gonna have to bring it up really close for you to properly see it. So I hit pan, which is awesome. I was really excited. Like, it's not a metal pan, so it's harder to see. Last time it weighed 42.9 grams. This time it weighs 42.1. So that definitely shows that I've been using it more. Next for blush is my Wet n Wild Ombre Blush. Here's what it looked like last time. And here we are today. The pan is definitely expanded. No shock. That little point came today for some reason. I don't quite know what happened. Last time it weighed 38.8 grams. This time it weighs 38.3 grams. So that definitely shows a jump in progress, but I wore a little bit more makeup this month, so I'm not surprised that all these have like a little bit bigger of a jump in weight. Next is my highlighter, the Wet n Wild Color Icon Highlighter in Precious Petals. Here's what it looked like last time. And here we are today. The pan is expanded. I unfortunately am not going to finish this by the end of the year unless I start, I don't know, crushing it up into lotion or something, which I might because I don't love this, so I kind of want it out of my collection. Weight change, it went from 42.5 grams to 42.3 grams, which is actually a bigger jump than I've made in several months. Let's see, next is my e.l.f. gel eyeliner. Here's what it looked like last time. And here we are today. The pan is definitely expanding, to my not surprise, considering how I use it. I was holding it upside down. That is how I normally show it. Because that is definitely how I use it. So I might actually hit the side eventually. This is another thing I'm not going to use up this year, but I'd never used up a gel eyeliner before, so when I saw a spot for one in here, I was like, you know what, let me try. Anyway, weight change, it went from 22.6 to 22.5. If I would remember to use it more as a base, it would go faster, but I forget. Next is my cream blush. This is the Sally Hansen Beaming Sheerest Cream Blush. It was the Sheerest Cream Blush in Beaming. This is what it looked like last time. And here we are today. I actually think I have a good chance at finishing this month, as long as I actually wear makeup, so pray for me. Last time it weighed 37.1 grams, and this time it weighs 36.4, so big jump there, but I'm no longer panning that little mini cream blush that I had for ages for Milk Makeup. Next is my lip liner. This is the Wet n Wild lip liner in Red Carpet Ready. And here is what I have. I have worn it a few times, so I will insert my, paper progress here. This is another one that I can use this in the rest of the year. I just need to step up. Along with this, my Dior lipstick. Here we go. If I have any paper progress, I will insert it. But I have been wearing this. It's just, they're very potent colors, so I don't need to wear like a lot of them by any means. Next is this, which I have worn. I think I wanted to wear it like 3 times, and I definitely did that. I've started to, at least for some videos, I forgot today, change up my lip product between videos when I film more than one, so that my lip products can get a little bit more progress, or just a little bit more usage. So I have worn this a few times. It went from 25.9 grams to 25.8. Not a lot, but it spent like 5 months at 25.9 grams, so I will take it. Next is my lip gloss. This is my MAC lip gloss in Nymphette. And here are my progress marks. I did make a good jump this month. I am wearing it today, so let's see. The weight went from 7.6 to 7.2. Next is my Sephora lip balm. I'm going to show a picture from last time, but I don't know if it's changed too much. Here it is now. It went from 18.7 grams to 18.6, so change, but not a lot. My nail polish actually has progress. I'm very happy. So these are my marks. That hasn't changed by a lot. But I used this like 3 times, including once on my toes, so we actually got a good weight jump for me anyway. It went from 28.9 to 28.1 grams, so yay. And for the perfume that I'm actually currently panning, I got a big jump, and I don't really know what happened. This doesn't last on me very well, so I apply it twice a day. So that's probably why, but here are my progress marks. I actually look like I have a good shot at finishing this next month. My weight went from 79.5 to 65.4, which is a bigger jump than last time. No shock. For my skincare, I have the COSRX Advanced Snail Mucin Power Essence. Here are my marks, a little bit more than last time. I figure this probably has about 2 months left. The weight went from 108.3 grams to 87.3 grams, so good jump there. And finally, my hair product, which I'm not going to finish it this year. I just needed to put something in, so I put this in. It is the Verb Beach Spray. Actually has a little bit more progress than last time. But weight-wise, it went from 176.4 to 149.8, so once again, a little bit bigger of a jump. And that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!